Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Auburn Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, the Tigers head coach told me pregame, one of the things you can look for early in this ball game, guys, is how often the quarterback throws the ball. Coaches know they want to be balanced, keep the defense on their heels, but they also want to get their quarterback the school record for single-season passing yards. I expect them to let him throw the ball early, kind of get that record early, get that pressure off of his back, but also energize him and his teammates so they can play well the rest of this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the right. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Snap wants to throw to start this drive. Got the quick pass. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The run inside. It's Cobb. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And guys, that's not a surprise, is it? Watching tape coming in this football game, he can make things happen. He can run around you, he can run through you, just like you saw right there, break tackles. They will feature him early in this football game. They'll feature him often. He's one of their game breakers.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They're going to ride this running back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Right at the line. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down. Plowing ahead on fourth down. Oh, he's got some space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Brown will throw it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Long way to go on second down. Hits inside, it's Cobb. Got him right there.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Singleton. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Stepping to the right. He's going to take off. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Tigers are marching down the field. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rushes on. Finds his man. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. In the red area, it's Cobb. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Auburn lines up quickly. Second down to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They're going to run it. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Auburn!
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
Coming out with it, it's Martin. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. To the air, it's Beck. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game. And so far, they've taken him away.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. So here comes the Auburn offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The field goal is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the 2nd play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Look out! That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB. And he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Looks it in for 40. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They'll need a bunch on second down. Straight ahead, it's Cobb. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. Brown wants to pass. A strike downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Auburn to the line in a hurry. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
2nd and long here. He's looking to throw. In traffic, it's Nimrod. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. You have to wonder what the defense was thinking there, and it's blocked. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. From inside the 10, here he comes. Makes a move. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after going for the big play. He got it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Brown will throw it. Looking to the end zone. falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Second down, gonna throw it. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Finds a hole, and he'll pick up 6 out to the 8-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead, because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point.
Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. The 50, the 40, the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Well, you talk about getting out of jail free. They changed that field position in a heartbeat, and now they're ready to roll. Runs through the tackle. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helped.
He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Brown wants to pass. Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Auburn lines up quickly. Second down, gonna throw it. Keeping his eyes downfield. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. He makes a catch. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really
makes a catch at the 20. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Left side is Singleton. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Quick give. It's Cobb. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Auburn.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He gets into the end zone, and the two-point conversion ties the game. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Martin, and the returner is stopped. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Sets his feet, it's Beck. Here comes the heat. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
What a heads-up play by the defensive end that time. He saw the ball thrown out to the right-hand side, and he just stopped his pass rush and rallied to the football and made the stop and gets 2 points.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to...
Going deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The D thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Escapes the pressure going right. Throws for the tight end. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He wants to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Out wide left, it's Cobb. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. They'll throw it from the red zone. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Shakes off the defender. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Running inside, it's Cobb. He gets just a few links away from that first down marker as they almost convert on 3rd down there. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. He got it back corner of the end zone.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle eight, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown, and here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very...
They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. From deep, it's Martin. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield, it's Beck. Grabbed over the middle, it's Peoples. He goes out of bounds, they'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tigers. A pick six.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. Let's start with the USC Trojans, taking on the number 3 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's USC with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game.
Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. And the Tigers want to move quickly.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Right side, it's Johnson. Could not make his way to the corner. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
When you're in zone coverage and it's 3rd down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback, break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those, they need to pay for them. Be physical, make sure he doesn't catch that football.
That is no good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Long way to go on second down. Back to throw, it's Beck. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's where I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big...
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first. Looking for the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Unleashes one. Left side is Peoples. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. That lead is now 10, down to a 2-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out. They're all over him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Out wide left, it's Cobb. There he goes. The 40. The 20. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Brown will throw it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on third and goal, and it did not pay off. Fourth and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Off the bootleg and rolling out. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. He put that one in harm's way, and it's swatted down.
I like the idea defensively here, too, now. You got the lead. It's the second half. You can play more zone coverage. Trust your athletes on the back end to break on the ball and make something happen, like they did right there, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on 4th. Complete out of the backfield. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind end.
Auburn lines up quickly. In the world did he miss that? They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Deep in the end zone, it's Wallace. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Lets it fly. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Made a defender miss. Stopped at the 16 after the interception, and that return has them in business.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. He just didn't have it there.
He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Tackle is made at the 37. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
And the Nittany Lions, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Moves the pocket. It's back. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
From the gun on third down. Makes the grab. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Gonna let it fly. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Bringing it back. Inside the 50. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He'll pull it down and run. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, it's Cobb. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Keeps it on the bootleg. Working the middle, it's complete. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Brown wants to pass. Stepping to the right. Turning it on. He's at the 10. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
They'll run it with Bryson Washington. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Ready to try the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads to the wideout. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Finds a crease at the 20. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. They are really clicking along 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Tells the run, wants to pass. Trying to barrel in, and they will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Auburn lines up quickly. Brown will throw it. Quickly complete. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. They'll give it to Washington. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Give to Washington again. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
You know, you wonder sometimes if this quarterback, because of the success he's had earlier in the game, running the ball, just thinks every time I scramble, something good is going to happen. I think that time, guys, he should have stayed in the pocket and tried to take a shot, because it looked to me like he had a guy open downfield.
Needs it here on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Left side is Singleton. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Tiger! And the stomping has commenced. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. Lining up to add another. And this one is good, and it's been anything but easy for him. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wallace. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Nittany Lions come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Drops back on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out?
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Auburn. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90.
The fake, and he wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Moving the pocket, it's Beck. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Wants to throw on first. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He wants to throw it. Timed it perfectly to knock him free and forces the third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker. Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Just when you think it's automatic,